We had never given away a dog before.
Never.
We kind of see dogs as family, so it'd be like feeling like you're almost giving away a family member.
Yes.
We had technical difficulties. Jackie's camera just turned off for some reason, so you keep talking. I'm gonna work on this over here.
Okay.
We're on the fly.
Hello, everyone. We are Greg and Jacquie Francis, and welcome to High Performance Parenting, where our passionate goal is to encourage you to raise champion children in a crazy world. Every week, we will bring you multiple episodes from our extensive experience of raising our six happy, healthy, successful, godly kids who are confidently equipped to win big in life.
We deeply believe that any parent who is provided with the right knowledge and continual support can raise amazing kids. And when they do, all of our futures get better. If raising up future generations of absolute champions matters to you as much as it does to us, here's how you can contribute. Like and share this podcast with everyone you know. And together, let's embrace this journey of raising champion kids in a crazy world.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody. We started a talk on goals, and within 3 minutes of it, we turned into how to find a good church. The last episode, which is good though. It's good, valuable information, and it all got started because we were talking about one of the wins from Abby last year is getting on the worship team, and which led us into the fact that we are engaging our family into serving at a church. But it took us a long time to get there simply because we had to find our right place to do it, right? And so that was one of her big ones, was getting the worship team. Another one was getting her driver's license, right? Which was a stretch for her. And just because, again, just a little bit nervous about it, but she did it.
She's doing great, too.
And now she's doing awesome. Another one for her was that we rehomed Indy, our dog Indigo.
Oh, yeah.
And, this one's a little almost controversial, too, because we've had dogs for a long time. We love animals in our household and dogs. And
what do you mean by that?
Not any other, but dogs. No fish, no cats.
No snakes hanging around, no.
Yeah, I'm a dog person. That's it. And so anyways, but we had these two dogs that were litter mates. We didn't take the advice of people that we heard from that said never buy litter mates.
I don't even think we really knew,
because they said they can fight over dominance their whole life. And I literally remember thinking to myself, yeah, but you probably don't train dogs like we do, like we don't allow certain stuff in our house. So I will train it out of these dogs is what my intention was.
We had just come out from 3 beautiful dogs that lived to be 14 and 15 years old.
Yeah, 3 labs.
And they, had them from babies all the way. Yeah. So we were like, let's go to the next season because unfortunately those dogs got older and they passed. And it was, it was a season where we were going to get some new dogs. And so,
So anyway, so it's 6-7 years in, and these 2 big dogs would go at each other like crazy. I'm talking, you would think that they hadn't eaten for a week and you threw a pile of meat in the middle of the yard and these 2 dogs are fighting over it. Like that's what it would sound like. It'd sound like they were killing each other. And so imagine this happening in your front yard in your neighborhood, or in your backyard, or when you have people over, right? And all of a sudden everybody stops talking to each other and they're like, is it okay over there? Is it okay my children are in this yard right now? You know what I mean? They were fine with everybody else, but with each other, these dogs. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen dogs go at each other, but usually it's like once or twice, and then one establishes dominance. This is 6 years of this happening almost every day. And I tried to get in the middle of it, and I tried to train it out of them.
How many fingers did you almost lose?
Oh no.
All 10. What do you mean?
They were big. Like, I had to be like, Incredible Hulk kind of mad in order to be able to, stop one of these dogs, right? And so finally we just made a decision. Like we were thinking we might get rid of both of them because it wasn't a fun experience. The whole experience was supposed to be for Abby to have a puppy that really kind of gravitated to her, that became her dog, and this did not happen, right?
Yeah. So a little bit about it after Greg's fingers are all okay, just so everyone knows. Show the audience here. Yes, it was a really hard decision. And again, honestly, our decision took us so long because it just really warred against our heart. It's not normally what we would do. Like, this was not just one day, like you and I walked in from being outside and being like, hey guys, we made a decision.
No, it was years. really, of
Yes.
collaboration between you and I. And we had never given away a dog before.
Never.
We kind of see dogs as family. So it'd be like feeling like you're almost giving away a family member.
Yes.
We had technical difficulties. Jackie's camera just turned off for some reason. So you keep talking. I'm going to work on this over here.
Okay.
We're on the fly.
We're live here today, and Greg is working on. Well, I don't even know where to go because anytime Greg starts working on technical stuff, I feel like he brings back his engineering degree. Kind of just reminds me of back in the day when you used to actually have your degree and use it all the time. So that's a side note. Don't know what that's about, but regardless, we're back.
See? Fixed it. It took like 30 seconds.
Way to go, engineer man.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to go with this podcast, but like
we don't rehome dogs.
We don't. That's right.
We
We don't
deliberate.
rehome. That's right.
Hard decision.
And it was, like you said, a good couple of years. So just to give you the concept of what was happening, that's where we're at. And then we got to the point where we really realized that it was becoming where the dogs weren't happy because we were disappointed with them all the time. And they weren't living the full life that we knew that all of our dogs live. Our dogs live the most fullest life ever. They're part of our family. They enjoy every aspect. And it was getting to be so difficult that we could not do that.
Yeah.
Fast forward even more, it was getting to where Abby wasn't connecting with the dog because literally the dog was kind of like getting in trouble all the time. Both the big dogs were, by the way, not just one of them. You know what I mean? And so we did some research, really prayed about it, really thought about it. And if you're in the scenario, I will just tell you, keep talking about it and keep praying about it.
Yeah.
Because Greg and I had so many conversations alone on what would it look like without one of them here, maybe both of them not being here. What would it look like for our family? Yeah. How would we move forward with it? Finally, after, like you said, a good couple of years and asking other people that even maybe owned the dog before or something, would you like one of your dogs back? Do you have a family member? Does a family member of ours want it? Like, what's our scenario here? We did come to the decision is if we did find a nice home for one of them, we'd be open to it. Not in a rush, not dropping them off just anywhere, not leaving them on a street or a farm. Like if we found a nice home for this dog, would we be open to it?
Yeah.
And that's how it went. And so we did some research and we asked a lot of different people that we trusted in our community now, hey, do you know, are you interested? It's a great dog. I just think it needs to be at a home by itself. Kids are great around it. I just think it needs to be an alpha dog. Like we were just explaining it. Mm-hmm. And we got this beautiful opportunity to bless the nicest older woman in the world. I mean, God showed up for us in the most beautiful.
It was a fully God thing.
That's the moral of this story. Is it was a beautiful God story. This beautiful older woman who actually used to own the same breed that we had.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. When we met her, me and Abby went and just introduced Indigo to her. She literally had a picture on the wall of a dog that had passed a couple years ago that was like her dog. And she was a single elderly lady, mm-hmm. And this dog was her, her world. It was her friend, yeah. Right? And this dog looked just like, this dog we had was beautiful. It was brindle. Mm-hmm. And so it was a really unique looking, pretty dog.
Yes.
And she had one that would look similar to that dog. It was like, whoa.
Look it in a mirror.
Yeah. And when she met Indigo, she was just, she was so nervous around me and Abby, just hoping we would say yes, that she was trying really hard to impress us. You know what I mean? She's trying really hard to be, and I was trying to help her relax, but she was just like,
Well, you said she reminded you a lot of even your mom.
She did. She reminded my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Greg came, and we had numerous conversations with her on the phone. So I will just tell you, we did do this rehoming. And it was all, again, with if this is not working out, please call us back.
Yeah.
We do not want you to keep our dog. If this is not for you, we will take the dog back. We were in no rush. It was just that if God showed up in a way that somebody could be blessed, I will tell you, this dog of ours is living the life that, I think any dog, human, baby would want to live with this woman. Mm-hmm. I think she is petting, loving, and letting this dog sleep on her pillow with her every single night. The way that she was just like you said, selling herself to you, Greg felt total peace because brought the vibe of your mom into it too. And it was just like such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I will just tell you, our Abby had a really hard time, but I was really proud of her.
Yeah.
Because she knew it was the right thing for her dog. She knew that dog was happier.
Yeah. She knew it was the right thing for her dog and ultimately the right thing for our family.
Right.
Right. And we want her to have a good experience with the dog. And so we knew we needed to get Abby a different breed that actually would be really connected to her.
Yes.
And instead of her just like, waiting another 7 years and it not ever being that, she's in these really important years right now for this. So anyways, it's like we rehomed Indigo. We thought we might rehome Lainey, our other one, because quite frankly, we had never had these dogs without both of them.
Yeah, we didn't know.
And so we didn't know. Maybe there's a little bit just of both of them. So we were seeing if there was somebody for Lainey too. And we actually met with one couple for Lainey. And this is probably about, a week or two after we had rehomed Indigo.
Yeah, I can't
remember. Wasn't very long after. I remember meeting in the park and these people were not people that disciplined their dogs. So their dogs running over there and chasing people across the park. And, they're the kind of people you hear where they're yelling at their dog, but the dog is just like, doesn't even pay attention like they're there,
Oh, shoot.
And so Lainey, she's like literally, like grabbing a hold of my leg. Like she is leaning up on me. She's walking behind me. She don't want anything to do with these people, or that dog. And I got to tell you, like really kind of hit me in the heart. I'm like, maybe I need to give this a try just to see what she's like without Indigo. And sure enough, after like I opened my heart to that, like, oh, she became a different animal. Like when she didn't have this tension point of the sibling dog, she became like the sweetest dog. And so she's kind of, then you and I talked about it. And I'm like, I think we need to keep Lainey. And so we did. And now Lainey's kind of become my dog. She comes over to me every single night. She puts her big old head on my shoulder, right?
She's a good sized dog.
She cuddles up with me, and she's a big dog. You know what I mean? And so it's fun to have her. But anyways, the point of all of this is like, sometimes you have to make some pretty tough decisions to keep the proper environment in your household, right? And this was a tough one. But it was for the betterment of the overall picture of, because what's the priority? Is the priority the dog, or is the priority our kids, right? Is the priority our home, our family, or is it the dog? And, it was a really tough one, but we did it. And I know that it was a great decision because, we look back and when we're talking about wins for the year, Abby has this as one of her wins.
Good point.
Of rehoming Indigo. Because like you said, she's in a better place for her. And also she got to get Riley May now, which is, our little 13-pound doodle, which is pretty cool. So that's been a big victory for her. Rehoming Indigo, getting Riley, getting her driver's license, getting on the worship team. It's just pretty cool. And Bella, for her, she wrote down a big victory was making varsity golf.
Yeah, she worked really hard. I will just tell you, she had a really good year. But I mean, what really motivated her in the best of best ways is her younger sister was moving up and really practicing and really doing well. And so Bella gets this little competitive spirit on her that is beautiful. And all of a sudden she was like, I don't think so. Yeah. And she started practicing with you and really taking some good tips from you.
Yeah, she's not the one to volunteer. She's not like, if you're asking, hey, who would like to be on varsity this year and want to work hard or something, she's not going to be the first one to throw her hand up. But if somebody else does and they start accomplishing it, now she's like, all of a sudden, when I'm working with Chrissy over here, she's standing next to us,
taking notes and videoing it, and then practicing it on the side.
Later on that night, when Chrissy's not around, she's like, "Hey, Dad, do you think you and I could work on this a little bit?" And
so
she
her
just has her way of doing
it. Motivated her, but she pulled it off. She had to do the work, and she did very well.
Mm-hmm. So she made varsity for golf. They got third in the state on their varsity golf team, which is pretty cool. Making JV for basketball. She has picked up some piano clients.
I know.
So she's, training up kids how to play piano, making money. And she got her driver's license too, which is pretty cool.
Which is really good.
Yeah. For Chrissy, she actually made the worship team also. So Abby was originally the youngest at 15 to ever make the worship team. And then Chrissy did it at 14, of course. And I think, Ellie might try to come along and beat that. And
at 12 or something.
And then Hunter, I think she wants to do it before she turns a double digiter,
She'll probably do it, at 8.
And I brought that up to her the other day, and she just kind of was like, oh, wow. Interesting.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Like, She didn't say anything, but you could tell made her wheels turn. So they're practicing on the piano again.
She's very good.
So good. So, all right, well, we'll continue this next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening and thanks for your love and support. We hope that today's episode added tremendous value to you and your family. It would mean so much to us if you would partner with us on our mission of helping parents around the globe raise champion children in this crazy world.
To do so, simply take a moment to like and share this podcast with everyone in your network. See you next time.